Very much, Mr. Mayor. Absolutely delighted to move this motion this evening, and it's an issue that I'm sure fills the inboxes of absolutely every member in this chamber. Many members worry about speeding on our roads. Many residents worry about the impact it has on the most vulnerable in our society, on children and on much loved pets, and the impact any accidents have on them, their families, their loved ones. And the reason why we're bringing this motion, Mr. Mayor, is because speed cameras work. So the Police College, Royal Society for the Prevention of Accidents talk about the impact of speed cameras and how they reduce speeds, they reduce accidents, and crucially, they reduce deaths on our roads. And this is the same for fixed speed cameras, for average speed cameras, and also for mobile speed cameras. They're also really popular with residents, which not every intervention relating to speeding, whether it's chicanes, speed humps, whatever, not every intervention is popular. Speed cameras really, really are. So this motion talks about some of the action we're calling for to change the criteria that is currently used by the Greater Manchester Safer Roads Partnership when deciding where fixed speed cameras can be located. And at the moment, Mr. Mayor, there needs to be at least 3 very serious accidents causing either serious injury or death for the police in Greater Manchester to consider enforcing a speed camera when it's placed. And so we don't think that's fair, and so we're calling on those criteria to be changed. We've written to the Secretary of State for Transport, and one of his ministers replied to us, because it's under the guise of the Greater Manchester Safer Roads Partnership, we've written to the Deputy Mayor for Police and Crime here in Greater Manchester, and she's written back to us supportively, talked about the increase in roads policing and how roads policing and road safety is a priority in Greater Manchester, but kind of asked us to be patient, because we're getting there. I am not known for my patience, Mr. Mayor, and so we're bringing this motion here this evening. Councillor Roberts and I also went to the police accountability meeting last Friday in Salford, and I asked a question of the Deputy Chief Constable Terry Woods, who is responsible for roads policing and road safety in our area, and he was really supportive of making changes to the criteria and looking at what more we could do to make our residents safer on our roads. So the 4 things that we're calling for in the motion, we're calling for a change in the criteria so that it's easier to use speed cameras on the right roads. Not every road is right for speed cameras, but there are lots of roads where they're the right place, and we just need to give the police the tools they need in order to enforce the current law as it stands. We're also calling for Stockport to be used as a trial borough, if that's appropriate, for the council to engage with local members. I mentioned right when I started speaking that it will be in the inboxes of every single member in this chamber, and I could fill my whole 10 minutes by listing the roads which the residents in my ward consider to be a speeding hotspot, but I won't, because there's an election coming and there are 5 motions on the agenda. The final thing we're asking for is for the Greater Manchester Safer Roads Partnership to have the oversight and accountability looked at, because it's quite murky as to who's a member of it. There doesn't appear to be an elected member sitting on it, and when I talked to the Deputy Chief, he was supportive of looking at that and seeing whether the way that was set up, the way that was scrutinised, was fit for purpose, and I think it probably isn't. These are concrete and sensible proposals, Mr. Mayor, and I really hope that members around the chamber agree that they're right for Stockport and they get support this evening.
Thank you, Councillor.